Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. It's story time. My car was stolen. This is not a lie. This is the truth. My car was stolen and it was missing for over 24 hours. So let's start the story. So I work weird hours. And this was about a week and a half ago. So I've had time to process things and relax and calm down. I tried really hard when the situation was happening to be relaxed. I was very stressed, but I'm fine. Everything's good. Everything's been resolved. But let's talk about it. So I leave my vehicle at my job. It's a parking lot, and next to the parking lot there is an old school building. My job is in a parking lot, but there's the building where I work, there's the parking lot, and then there's this old school building that's no longer used. And they're trying to turn it into a rec center. And behind that school is another large parking lot. So I left my vehicle in my parking spot that I normally park at every single day. And I left to go to another office that I work at. I was using the van all day. I was gone the whole day. I was even gone into the evening. And I come back, my car's gone. And I'm thinking, where did I put my car? What is happening? I was questioning myself, did you park it at the other office and you forgot? And so I'm calling my friend. I'm like, Lynn, do you know where my car is? He's like, no, I don't know where your car is. I'm calling my coworker, Larry. Larry, do you know where my car is? No, I don't know where your car is. So I'm even texting my job. I'm texting my bosses. I said, hey, I know we have been having issues, because we have been having issues at our other locations, not the one I'm at, where my car was, but at other locations we have issues where people just park their cars and leave them there for who knows how long. And we even at one point had asked somebody to move their car because we were trying to redo the blacktop. So I was wondering, well, maybe they've decided to tow it because it's been there and it's not supposed to be there, and forgot that it was my car. So I'm texting them and said, hey, did you by chance tow a car? They're like, no. And so I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So in the middle of all of this, I have a lady coming over and I have a meeting with her. So my friend Lynn comes over, because I call him and he's having a rough day on his own. And he comes over and I say, I don't know where my car is. So he gets a hold of the local tow truck company that I unfortunately have a very good relationship with, because my cars like to break down. And he calls them while I'm meeting with this lady. And he says, did you tow Sarah's car? And by that point, they know who I am, because like I said, we've interacted quite a bit in the past. And they're like, no, we didn't tow anyone's car. And we would have remembered it being Sarah's car, especially if it was at Sarah's work. They're like, no, we didn't do it. And so we called another local tow company. There's only two. We called them. Nope, didn't do it. And I'm thinking, someone has stolen my car. They have literally taken off and stolen my car. Now, why you would want to steal a 2007 Kia, I don't know. But it happens. This is a smaller town, yes, but we tend to get in trouble for the stupidest things out here because there's nothing to do. So I'm thinking, okay, someone stole my car. But that didn't make sense, because why would they want to do that? So I'm thinking, okay, something has obviously happened, but nowhere where my car is there broken glass. So no one broke through the window. The car was locked, and there was nothing inside of it that was important. So they would have got it for the car. The problem is, my car has a security system in it that does not allow you to hotwire it. So it has a security system tag. It's kind of like this. What is this? And you have to use this security tag to get your car to start. And if you don't have the car starter, your car won't start. It's almost like the battery's dead, because you can turn the key, but nothing happens. So you can't hotwire it. You have to have the tag. And so that's just something that I often forget. It's just a habit. I use it to start the car now. So it's something I always forget. So it wasn't something that really occurred to me until a little while later. I'm like, well, no one could have drove off with the thing. And it wasn't like it was dragged out, because there was no tire marks or anything that would have probably had to happen for you to just tow the car out like that. So I call 911 after my meeting's over. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm going through work. Sorry about my finger. I heard it. That's a different story. And yes, it's duct tape. I couldn't get the bandit to stay. Anyway, back to the story. So I'm trying to stay calm for this meeting, and I'm trying to get through it. Like, okay, let's go so I can call 911. So I call 911. That office also knows me pretty well because of my job. They call me sometimes, and when they need my services. And they also have helped me with my car being locked. I like to lock my keys in my car every once in a while. So they've helped me before, so they know who I am. They have the records of the car. They know where I work. So I have a lot of relationships when it deals with my car. So I called them. I say, my car is missing. It's been missing for at least 12 hours. Because at that point, I left it early in the morning, and it was later in the evening. I had a very late appointment, and that's when I discovered that my car was gone. So I'm like, it's been gone for a long time. I don't know who took it. I don't have any video feed of anything. I just know I had it here, and now it's gone. And I'm trying to call Nationwide because they're asking me, well, what's your license plate? I couldn't remember it. I know it now, but I couldn't remember it then because I was so stressed. And so she's like, you know what? We help you quite a bit. I'm sure I'll find it before you can get a hold of Nationwide, which they did. And Nationwide wasn't answering their phones for whatever reason. But anyway, I hang up on 911. They said, we'll send an officer over to do a police report. Okay, great. I hang up on 911. And I'm trying to stay calm, do my paperwork, and all of a sudden I see my car basically floating in the air, driving past me, and going around my building, and then going back around past me again. It was my car. I'm like, what is happening? So I go outside, and there's this huge tow truck from Toledo, which Toledo's about 45 minutes away from me, okay? He comes in. He has my car on a flatbed tow truck. And he's like, hey, I have your car. And I'm like, I can see that. Why do you have my car? And he explained to me that he was going out to pick up a car that was in the parking lot by itself. And it was a silver car. It wasn't even a Kia. It was just a silver car. So he said, I found this car. It was locked. So I had to break into it. And so he used like these police mallet things and the triangle thing, and he opens up through the window. And it was very inconvenient for me. Like, he complained that I made it inconvenient for him because my car was locked. And he's like, and your keys weren't in the floor seat, and so I didn't know I wasn't able to start it. Like, it was my fault, guys. And he's like, so I took it because I said it was an empty parking lot and it was a silver car. He's like, I took it all the way back to Toledo, and then I guess the owner of the car we were supposed to pick up in the parking lot that's on the other side of the school building was the one that was supposed to be picked up, and they called and said, why haven't you picked my car up yet? Because it broke down. So instead of picking up the correct car, the first gray car that he saw, or silver car he saw, he picked it up and took it to Toledo. And they kept it until someone called them and complained that said, you haven't picked up my car. Why aren't you coming? And it ended up being a lady that's in the same town that I live in. And I even posted on, in between all this happening, I posted on a community Facebook page. And I said, has anyone seen a silver Kia? And if you did take my silver Kia, please return it. And so I had a lady that instantly messaged me, and she said, well, not messaged me, she put on the post, she's like, message me, I have information. And so I didn't see that because after I posted on Facebook, I was dealing with the family the lady I was meeting with, and I was dealing with calling 911. So after I see the tow truck guy come in, and he's telling me, yeah, I took your car by mistake, sorry. And it was like, he acted very, like, put out. Like, it was his inconvenience that he had to come back to Napoleon from Toledo to give me back my car. And it was on a flatbed, so he didn't even do it at the tow properly to not damage my car. So if you don't know anything about towing, if you have a car that is working, you need to have the car at a slant and tow it that way. The only time you flat tow is when the car is not working, because the fact that you can damage the transmission if you have it on a flatbed. The way they have to get it up onto the flatbed is what can damage your transmission. And so he drops it off. The same time he's like putting my car back on the ground, that's when the police officer shows up. And I tell the police officer my side of the story. I said, he just showed up here literally after I hung up with you. He says that he accidentally took my car, and he's going to go pick up the other car. So the police officer goes and takes time to talk to the tow truck driver. He's telling his version of it. And so I look at my messenger at that time, and it's the lady that says, they were supposed to take my car. They never did. They took your car. It was supposed to be for AAA. AAA was supposed to send it out to another company to do the tow. So they picked Toledo Towing Company to get the car picked up. That's not the name of the towing company, but they had them do it for them. And so they took my car all the way to Toledo, had it in their parking lot, just sitting there, and then had to put it back on the tow truck and take it all the way back to Napoleon. Meanwhile, no one has communicated with anyone about anything that's going on. The only reason they know that they have my car is because the girl called and said, you took my car. You didn't take my car, you took someone else's car. Because then it was this, well, we have a car, but whose car did we take? And I don't expect them to have, like, my phone number. But, come on. So, then they, like I said, the guy made it, like, very obvious that he was inconvenienced by the fact that my car was locked. And I said, did you not check the plates to, like, verify that this was the correct car? He's like, yeah, they didn't match, but this was the only car I saw that was by itself, so I took it. I said, the plates didn't match, but you still took my car. He's like, yeah. I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. I was so stressed. Like, I didn't even tell anybody that didn't already know about my car because I was just so stressed. By the end of the day, I was just like... So my car's back. It's fine. But at that time, it was very stressful. So some will argue, like, your car wasn't stolen, sir. It was just taken on accident. It's stealing. They stole my car. And I've done police report. I've made I wrote down everything that happened in my version of it and what the tow truck company guy said to me, just because I was worried about my transmission being damaged. I was worried that other things would be damaged, especially since he made sure to tell me multiple times that he had to break into my car. Oh gosh. Poor car. I don't understand. It's just... wow. So that's another thing off my bucket list. Get your car stolen. So if you're a tow truck driver, make sure you tow the correct car. If you have a question about if it is the correct car, you may want to call either the owner of the car you're supposed to pick up or call AAA and say, hey, I need to verify that this is the correct car. Because this is the car that I see is by itself in a parking lot. The address is off by one number, but the problem is it doesn't match the plates. Am I incorrect, or is it the same car and we just made a mistake? Verify. Oh my gosh. And I've been made fun of so much in the last 2 weeks about this. Some people park their car, because I posted on Facebook, and yes, that probably wasn't the right thing to do, but I was trying to locate my car without throwing a whole thing. And I have since seen people on this Napoleon website that they've even had pictures of my car at the tow truck lot. They have pictures like, I found your car, and it's at the tow truck company's parking lot. So there was people that knew it was my car before I knew it was my car. People knew before I knew my car was gone. So... oh my gosh. So anyway, I've been asked by so many people, I don't know, Sarah, can I keep this car in the parking lot while I am in here for a meeting? It might disappear. Literally, my car disappeared. And had I not been needing to use my car later that evening, would I have noticed? I don't know. How many days would my car have been missing if I didn't need my vehicle? If I was using like the work van or something. How many days would my car have been missing if I hadn't noticed? And the fact that the tow truck company finally showed up, The lady that messaged me on Facebook, she did tell me a name of a company. It wasn't the exact correct name of the company either, but it was a start. Had I not had the tow truck company bring my car back as soon as I hung up with 911. Had I not had that communication, where's my car? Had they not like communicated with the tow truck company saying, hey, you still haven't picked up my car, you picked up somebody else's car. Like, what if this person like was not even from here? They didn't know if the car was picked up or not. Maybe they were just driving through and the car broke down. So they got a rental or something and took off wherever they were going. And they wouldn't have been able to drive by and say, hey, my car's still there. How? It was a day, guys. It was a day. Car's working fine so far, so good. I'm assuming that we would have issues with the car already. Something was going to happen. But I am leaving it open-ended as of right now. There's nothing wrong with my car. But like I said, there was a police report made, and it was considered a stolen car, according to the police officer. But it was a mistake. I accidentally stole a car. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for being here.